Hey guys, my name is Star Levels Up and welcome back to I Love You Colonel Sanders, a Chicken Daddy dating simulator. We're picking up literally right where we left off, and we have just eaten Colonel Sanders' chicken right out of his bucket, which is a crazy idea that nobody's ever heard of. And we were transported to another dimension after eating it, and that is just where we left off. So, we're gonna just jump right back into it. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. Ah, man, I really want to swim toward the light. But we're trying to date Colonel Sanders, so we want to just we want to marinate on it. I'm funny. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Well, you gotta approach him to do that. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ahaha! How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea. Where did you get this cane? What's with these poses? What are you doing? It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Okay. NBD, you know, it's fine. It's gonna make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. You know, whatever. It's fine. Cool. It's cool. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. He looks disgusted. Ew. He's like, no. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-great-grandmother taught me. We'll never know the secret, guys. Is it plankton meat? Blank? Wow. You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. We're gonna be modest but thoughtful. He loves it. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Star. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff! Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything. Huh? Except maybe kisses into the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Aw, we're such a bad friend. She looked so happy. Aw, now she's so sad. Aw, sorry, Miriam, but there's a hot boy. You know how it is when you're a shitty friend. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Bzz.
Oh my! 2 potential partners! I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. You know, that's true. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I'd rather do Clank, but she did say that Pop was kinda cute. Let's go with Pop. Let's give him a chance. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up into the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out.
I love your enthusiasm, Pop.
She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2, for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It is fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Whoa! Whoa! I don't know if that's this kind of game, so we're gonna pick your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. He loves it. We can tell because of the hearts. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away.
I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Okay. Alliteration, I see you. I see you there. Okay.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off of my man.
Did someone call for me?
No. Jeez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Star's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van. Are we working on a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Star was struggling, so we offered to give her a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up on my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van.
Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I mean, I'm going to turn to Colonel Sanders, because this is the key moment here. If he doesn't have my back, he's not the one for me, you know? I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? He's blushing, aww. A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Star as my partner for this activity, and I'll stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Star's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy and mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be so proud. Oh, look. I think this one's real. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out to grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world just stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Okay. Why is she happy looking? Oh. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face.
Van Van, do something! Do something!
Scooping up a finger, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there. Star, we do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Could I have potatoes, face? Van Van rushes over, a covered dish in his hands. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes we've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, bladed on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. That's a little intense, my guy. You've ignored me for too long. Oh. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on me with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good.
It killed him!
Oh, it literally did. Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Top Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Not really. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Oh look, he looks so sad. Look at his perfect cheekbones. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Star? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first! Oh, God. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since then, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like just so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero! The spork monster is here to fight a hero! That thing is ugly. What the what? What is going on? We're trying to tell Colonel Sanders our feelings and this happens? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid. Be very afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based voice sequence. What will you do? Defend. You decided to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint to see the spork monster cross the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. It attacks. They spit hot gravy at me! I took 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. Well, we're gonna attack now. Wanna cook with some love. They won't forget it. They're gonna focus their mashed mind and draw energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? We're gonna cook with love some more. But this is... I'm trying to get my mind around this. Why is this... whatever. We take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not gonna survive. I mean, I could defend, but if I keep defending, then I'm just gonna take damage anyway. Okay, thanks for actually doing something for once. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Power pinch. Okay. It does 10 damage. It's defeated. Well, we suck, guys. You saved me. An injured spork monster spews Steve into the night. This is so silly. We're gonna spare him. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. I feel like it's gonna come back. The spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster is left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out as Borko. Borko? That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. But I was trying to tell Colonel Sanders how I felt. Oh, he's in my room. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Thanks, Dad. I mean... Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Dreams are weird if you're this person. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop.
Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him, like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool.
Okay, but Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning, you're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great, yeah. I thought you were supposed to be our best friend. You're not supposed to laugh. You have an idea of how to prove your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why'd he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his spices, or his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
No! What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? In this case, my bestie's not being really cool. She's not being chill, because you don't make your friend feel bad about sharing a secret. Like, if it was a secret about somebody's life, maybe, because I feel like she wouldn't tell anybody that, but she's outright saying that she's going to tell the secret ingredient to somebody else. And that's just not cool, because he shared that with us in confidence, because, like, we're chefs. He's trying to make a living doing that, so. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about, it was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt? Wow!
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. The horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Star just gets really nervous around people they like.
What? This is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it.
She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. Oh, that went so well. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad by the way they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You can try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Tell them to stop acting immature. You immediately address the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school's to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with Spork Monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep, beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. That is the sound he made, yes. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Since, you know, he's a robot. Oh, God.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, or at least, save it for the arena at least. Or don't, honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspiration to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're all ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. Of course we will. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Star? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water? You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. Ew. Hey, that was mine. It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anybody can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared
via timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. I mean, we can beat them. A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool, fool! Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Star. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports singer court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself!
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Jesus. I hate timed interactions. Ugh. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it, I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Okay. Ah, shoot. Ah. Well, I failed that one pretty good. Let's try again. Am I gonna have to start all over? Like, I literally just failed the game? Okay. Thank God. We're gonna skip through this part. We're still gonna try. I'm just really bad at timed encounters, guys. Okay. I think we can do this. I'm so glad it didn't make me start all over. Oh, okay. I was like, that can't be the answer, but I gotta try it. Okay. Okay. Oh, he believes in me. That's so cute. Oh no! Well, that sucks. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. What do you take? Jesus! How am I failing so bad?
Hey, yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but she does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. Oh my god, I crushed my hand! What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of her injury. You see that Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you've prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert.
Under this
white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of desserts, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask her to do the honors, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hands.
He does, because why not? Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet on top, a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not a chef. Man, I'm really upset that I failed so badly. I was doing better. I should have picked the, stop wasting everybody's time option. Colonel seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places the sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Well, we've already messed up here. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. He recoils and brushes you back. Oh. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Yeah. Well, guys, looks like that's all the time I have for this video. If you liked it, leave a comment telling me just how badly I messed this one up. Maybe give me a like, just to pity me for how badly I did again. And subscribe to stay up to date with my videos, because you're gonna get more of this amazing content where I just keep screwing things up. Well, as always, thanks for sticking with it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.